Coming up on Good Morning Texas.
Getting rid of gluten.
5 miles, no problem.
And we garden like a pro.
All this and more coming up on Good Morning Texas. Good Morning Texas for Wednesday, April 14th. I'm Joseph Stewart.
And I'm Linda Hamilton. Thanks for joining us this morning. So, Joseph, how's your week going?
Linda, it's only Wednesday and it's already been a crazy week, and I just can't wait to get to Friday. How about you?
3 crazies. Okay,
Oh, yeah.
3 crazies. I can definitely relate. Like I said, honestly, you're waiting for Friday. I'm waiting for the end of the semester. Okay, it's just, I'm tired. Okay, but we are almost there. We gotta keep going.
Hey, that is all that matters. But let's go ahead and jump into this week's trending topics. So if you didn't hear, the administration of the Johnson & Johnson single-dose vaccine throughout the nation was put on hold Tuesday following the recommendations of the FDA and the CDC. The vaccine was put on hold after it was discovered that 6 recipients of the vaccine developed dangerous blood clots that are very rare. All 6 recipients were women between the ages of 18 and 48. Sadly, 1 woman died and another is in critical condition. Currently, the cases are still under review by the CDC and the FDA. While that may seem like a significant number of cases, almost 7 million people throughout the United States have already received the Johnson & Johnson vaccine. Health officials do not think that this pause will be a very long-term thing. It's not expected to be super long at all, actually. And in Europe, a similar situation is also taking place with the AstraZeneca COVID-19 vaccine. So for now, all we can really do is kind of just wait and see what health officials have to say.
Right. Wait, pray, stay clear.
There we go.
All right, moving into the next story. So last week, iconic hip hop artist, actor, and Grammy-nominated rapper DMX unfortunately has passed away at White Plains Hospital in New York on April 9th, 2021, at the age of 50 after being on life support for several days after suffering a heart attack. He is known for his Rough Riders anthem and Party Up, Up in Here, and has appeared in several films such as Belly, Romeo Must Die, and Cradle to the Grave. The love that the late rapper has received over the past week has been tremendous, with prayer vigils being held outside of his hospital, as well as celebrities paying tribute to him and his legacy. Hundreds gathered on Monday, April 5th, for a prayer vigil during his hospitalization. The crowd was honoring the artist who had given back to his community with free feasts on Thanksgiving and donations to the local center that he attended as a youth. Record label Def Jam Recordings described him as nothing less than a giant. In a statement saying his message of triumph over struggle, his search for the light out of darkness, his pursuit of truth and grace brought us closer to our own humanity. Other rappers, such as Eve, have shared their thoughts, stating that he was one of the most special people I have ever met, and Nas on Instagram referring to him as God's poet.
Yeah, it's super sad to see that we lost DMX. Not only could he rap, but he could definitely act. Like, I definitely loved his movies. I think my favorite one was this one he did with Jet Li. I can't remember the name, but it was just a really good movie. So it's really sad that he's gone, but it's also been very nice to see that the love that people like shown him. So yeah,
Definitely, yeah.
Yeah, but transitioning here into local news here, a potential statewide public camping ban may be underway as Texas lawmakers will review Senate Bill 987 on Monday. The bill would make public camping across the state a Class C misdemeanor, which is a finable offense. This bill has received both support and criticism so far. Furthermore, if the bill is approved, city governments would be given the power to create specific spaces for public camping. This is only one piece of potential legislation regarding public camping, as voters in Austin will vote on Proposition B on May the 1st. And if you don't know, Prop B would reintroduce the city's orders that address a public camping ban as well as panhandling.
Man, people are really cracking down on what we can't do. That's all I gotta say.
Yeah, that's pretty much what it is.
Right. Well, let's check in with Madeline at the Weather Center. How's this week's forecast looking, Madeline?
Thanks, Linda. Well, Longhorns, I hope you weren't expecting to get much sunlight this week. April is here and with more than just April showers, so you might want to get that rain gear ready. Today, we will have a 40% chance of thunderstorms along with a high of 78 and a low near 59. Thursday will be slightly cooler with a high of 71 and a low of 62, in addition to a 40% chance of thunderstorms. On Friday, can you guess what else we'll see? That's right, more rain with a 50% chance of rain and thunderstorms, along with a high of 79 and a low of 53. The rain will scale back as we head into the weekend, with the thunderstorms turning into April showers, along with highs in the upper 60s and lows of 49 degrees. Stay dry, Longhorns. That's it for me. Live from the Weather Center, I'm Madeline Hayden.
Thanks, Madeline. Don't go anywhere. We'll have more Good Morning Texas when we get back.
As a college student, it's hard finding gluten-free options, especially when all you want to eat is something filling and savory. Our Stephanie Molina shows us her tasty gluten-free pizza recipe.
Hello, Good Morning Texas. I'm Stephanie Molina, and today we are going to be making gluten-free pizza. This is a good alternative for those who are allergic to gluten or just want to cut out gluten from their diet. So let's get started. For this recipe, you will need about 5 cups of gluten-free flour, 1 1/4 tablespoon of dry instant yeast, 1 1/2 tablespoon of olive oil, and 1 1/2 tablespoon of salt, and approximately 400 milliliters of lukewarm water. You will first mix all of the dry ingredients except the dry instant yeast in a bowl. And in your bowl of water, add the dry instant yeast and olive oil and give them a good mix. Then we want to add the wet ingredients into the flour and mix them until they start becoming more doughy. You will want to move the dough onto a clean surface and add flour to it where you can knead the dough. Your dough might be a bit soft, so you can slowly add more flour without making it too dry. It should look something like this at the end. You can let it rise on its own for about 2 hours or microwave it at its lowest setting for about 30 seconds. Once that's done, you will knead it once more and divide it into 4 sections. You can freeze the rest of the dough and use it later. Now in a buttered pizza pan or baking pan, spread the dough slowly without ripping apart the crust. Try pushing out the dough into any shape you like. You can now start adding your favorite pizza toppings. I added tomato sauce, mozzarella, and pepperoni. Then add your pizza to a preheated oven set at 450 degrees for about 15 minutes. And there you go, a delicious gluten-free pizza. I hope anyone who tries this out enjoys the pizza. From Good Morning Texas, I'm Stephanie Molina.
Maintaining stable mental and physical health has been a struggle for many college students since the start of the pandemic, much more pushing over a year into it. Our Cameron Trout and Mercedes Gonzalez took up a challenge to walk 5 miles a day for a week to try and clear some of the cobwebs out of their heads. Let's see how it went.
For the sake of our mental and physical health, Mercedes and I decided that we wanted to try and walk 5 miles a day for a whole week. I regularly do this, so this is more about changing up my patterns and adding a little excitement. So let's get right into it. Well, I somewhat failed the challenge I gave myself in trying to switch up my routes, as most days I followed my 5-mile loop that I normally do around campus. However, one day I went to the rich neighborhood over on the other side of Lamar and explored the pretty houses. So here are my stats for the week. As you can see, I took Saturday off for my birthday, and yeah, I stuck to my 5-mile goal, so I'm happy.
Hi, I'm Mercedes, and I'm also be partaking in the walking 5 miles a day challenge. I don't exercise, so much I do is 10 minutes on a stationary bike and 10 minutes jump roping, so let's see how it goes. And I thought we can start with my backyard.
It was a very nice day to walk around my 2-acre backyard. I used an app to track my miles, and I like how it showed the wide circle path I took around my backyard. I only made it to 3 miles before I had to tap out due to tiredness and hunger. On my next walk, I decided to go to Rigid Moya Park. It was nostalgic because I went to this park a lot in my childhood. I've always liked walking this park because of how big and green it is. And today I actually reached almost 6 miles. The path I took on my walk was definitely a lot bigger than my backyard, but I definitely felt accomplished.
Hey y'all, so we decided for the last day of the challenge we'd actually get together and walk some.
So we're gonna walk around campus and just reminisce, so let's get walking.
We chose to go around my regular route on campus just to go back and be able to see a lot of landmarks around campus and reminisce.
So we just finished 4.6 miles on campus. We're going to finish the rest of the 0.4 miles over at Dave & Buster's and celebrate.
Yeah, and so Overall, this week has been really good. We've accomplished both of our goals. Mercedes been consistently walking 5 miles a day. I've been doing some new routes, so it's been really helping like experiment. We really recommend all of you to go walk some more and get out in nature because it really does help with mental health, especially during the COVID pandemic. For Good Morning Texas, I'm Cameron Trout.
And I'm Mercedes Gonzalez.
Being a college student is hard enough, and thinking about keeping plants alive on top of that is another task. So this week for National Gardening Day, our Madeline Hayden tells us some tips and tricks to keep our plants alive so that we can develop our very own green thumbs.
For National Gardening Day, I'm going to give you a few tips and tricks on how to keep a garden as a college student. The first very important tip that I have is to download this app called Picture This, where you can literally take a picture of whatever plant you have, and it will give you kind of an overview and different plants it could be. So on this one it was only one that it could be, so the ghost plant. It will also give you a list of pests and diseases you need to worry about, other tips, difficulty rating, sunlight, hardiness zones, what type of soil, and how much water you need to give it. For watering, I recommend getting a plant mister and also just a jug to fill it up with water. And I obviously need to water my own plants right now. And so I'm going to water all of my plants according to how they were listed on the app, just making sure that it's best for that particular plant. And also watching the water go around the entire pot to reach all of the roots. Now we move on to misting our plant. So it's really important to get all of the leaves and the stems damp. Then moving on to, cutting dead parts of the plant off so that it can grow as well as it can. This will also be discussed on your Picture This app, which will give you solutions and what to do best for that plant. Perhaps the most crucial part is making sure that there's a hole in the bottom of your pot so that unneeded water can drain, such as this plant. So if unneeded water goes to the bottom, it will come out in the pan, and then you just dump it and then set the plant back on top of it, just to watch out for root rot. I hope these tips have inspired you to grow your own plants.
Don't go anywhere. We'll have more Good Morning Texas after the break.
Welcome back to Good Morning Texas. Do you remember singing the theme song to your favorite show when it came on TV? Well, we're not going to try to sing today, but we are going to test our anchor's knowledge of theme songs from different TV shows in our game, Know the Show. The rules of the game are simple. I'm going to play a theme song from a show and ask one of our anchors to guess the show that the song is from. If they get it right, then they get a point. If they get it wrong, the other anchor will have a chance to answer and get the point. The anchor with the most points wins. Good luck, y'all.
That's me.
I'm gonna remain humble. I'm gonna let him think that. That's all that.
Okay.
I'm just gonna do that.
I'm gonna win regardless. So I mean, hey.
Okay.
There we go.
See.
Okay.
We'll see.
Okay, so Linda, you're up first. Are you ready?
Yes.
Okay, I'm going to play a little snippet of the song.
Okay. That 70s show?
Okay, no.
Okay.
But Joseph, do you want to give that one a try?
I really have no idea, so I'm just gonna go on a limb here and maybe say Young Sheldon.
Okay. That was actually Friends.
Oh, my fiance loves Friends. If she hears about this, she's gonna get on me.
Oh, wow.
That one would be easy. Okay, next one. Joseph, you're first on this one. Okay.
Oh, that's easy. That's my childhood right there. That's So Raven.
Okay, yes, that is correct.
Whatever.
You still have time. Okay, Linda, are you ready for the next one?
I'm ready this time. I'm ready.
Okay.
I got you. That is Hannah Montana, my childhood. Plus,
That
that's
is
ready.
right. Okay. All right, next one. Sorry, it's playing the other one. Okay. That one's pretty hard, I will say.
Yeah, I have no guess. I'm gonna say I don't know, something from Nickelodeon. I can't even come up with a show.
Wow.
Okay.
I have no answer.
Do you know, Linda?
I also have no answer. Just full transparency here. I'm just gonna guess. Good luck, Charlie. Maybe.
So that's actually Lizzie McGuire. But it's okay. That one was hard. So
Yeah, I wouldn't have got that one.
No, I wouldn't have gotten that.
it's okay. Next one. What about that one, Linda?
Oh my goodness, I've heard that. I've heard it. Okay. Okay, maybe I don't know it. I'm just gonna say, oh, Shake It Up, maybe? That's like I didn't think of that, but that's just my guess.
Correct. Yes. That is
Period.
correct. Okay, so your turn for this one.
That-
Come on.
I know, but I don't know the name.
Right. That.
Oh, I don't. I heard it, and I kind of have an idea. I would like to maybe say it's a Disney Channel. I don't know the name though, so I can't answer.
Yeah, so that one was Good Luck, Charlie.
I knew it
Oh,
was Disney Channel.
All right, Linda, you're up next on this one to guess first.
okay. Girl, anyways, the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. Hello.
Yes. Okay, next one, Joseph.
There's 104 days of summer vacation.
Oh, that's easy. Phineas and Ferb all day.
Finally, he got one. Let's see what she's saying.
You had easy ones.
Right. That's what. Okay. Right. It's okay.
Everybody
It's okay.
knows Fresh Prince.
I understand, Joseph. It's okay. It's okay.
Okay. Still wrong. Win.
Okay, Linda, you're up next on this one too.
Okay. Oh, what's her? She got the orange hair. Hold on. Kim Possible. Kim Possible.
That is right.
Joseph was hoping I was gonna miss that one.
I sure was, because I was ready for that one.
Okay. Next, Joseph. This one should be pretty easy.
No, that was not easy.
It just got taken off Netflix.
Look, I watch Netflix in a minute, so you got me. I got no answer.
Oh gosh.
I'm gonna be mad, like if it is something I know, which
That 70s show. That's like my go-to answer.
Okay, I'm gonna give a hint for y'all to redeem yourself on this one. Okay. It stars Steve Carell.
Is that The Office?
Yes.
Ah!
That's like my favorite show. That makes me sad. Okay.
I didn't really watch The Office, so I mean,
I haven't either.
Okay. This is the next one. Who goes first this time? I think it's Linda, right? I think you're right.
I mean, yeah, I'll let Joseph go though, because I
Okay, yeah.
haven't.
Joseph can go first on this one.
say last. I would like to say that this is Disney Channel 2. See, it's crazy. I know where they come from, but I don't know the show. So, let me take a guess and say, Wizards of Waverly Place. I got no idea.
No. Okay, Net.
Honestly, I don't know either. I'm just gonna say Zoe 101.
It's Jesse.
Oh my god. Okay.
Oh my goodness.
It's okay.
Okay,
I hate this game.
last one. Are y'all ready?
I'm ready.
Go for it.
Okay, Linda, you want to go first on this one?
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. Ready?
Hey girl, what you doing? Hey girl.
I don't know. I can't even guess that one.
Joseph, do you
I
know
don't
this
know.
one?
It maybe sounds like it could be Disney, something from Disney again. Okay, maybe not. That's my thought process in going into this game. I got no idea neither.
It's New Girl.
That's New
Oh, I
Girl.
never watched that. I wouldn't have guessed that.
All right. Yeah, so that's it. Good job, you guys. So I think Linda won that one. So
Well,
Yeah.
that was fun, and apparently I need to brush up on my theme songs here. But don't go anywhere. We'll have more Good Morning Texas when we get back. Morning, Texas. I'm Joseph Stewart. Today, I'm joined by my special guest here, Miss Sandra Olison. How are you doing this morning?
I'm doing great, Joseph. How are you?
Doing pretty good. So we're coming out of National Library Week, which was last week, and we didn't get a chance to sit down and talk with the librarian, so we figured we'd do that today. So, first off, what made you want to become a librarian?
Well, first of all, I believe that books are a great tool, and also with all the new technology, that's one of my areas of specialties as a media specialist, which is kind of a new twist on the new age librarian. I believe that students need to have access. I believe that equitable access to everyone is a key factor in being a part of the library system or the technology system, the media system. Is a place where we can disseminate information from K through 12 all the way up to higher education.
With all the benefits that that come with from the library, do you think it's an underutilized resource?
I do believe it's an underutilized resource. Our competition is the computer. Basically, now you can Google everything. You can look up everything online. There are so many online libraries from major universities all the way to the Library of Congress. But still, there's nothing like opening a book for those who still desire to have a tangible book in their hand. The atmosphere in the library can't really be replicated anywhere else. It's a place of silence, solitude. And then also, I believe that the newer age student really doesn't understand the value of the library because they're growing up in a world that's always on with technology, social media. It's kind of difficult for them to take advantage of the ambiance, the atmosphere, and just the solitude that allows you to focus when you're physically in the library.
Remember, I was definitely one of those students when I didn't have my senior year when I had eighth period off. I used to remember coming in the library every day to work on scholarships, like work on essays, and you were always very helpful in like helping me in like whichever way I needed help. So I really appreciate that. Is there anything that you would, how can I put this? Is there anything you would maybe change about your job?
I guess one of the things I would definitely say I personally have changed about my job is the fact that I am more connected with technology. I believe that, the librarian who doesn't embrace or incorporate technology in their maker spaces as part of their online environments, then it could be detrimental. Because when for example, if I have a teacher who comes in and says, hey, I need a copy of To Kill a Mockingbird, and tangibly, I don't have 35 copies of that book on hand in the library, but because I'm connected with the technology resources, the vendors who provide those services now, it's just a matter of clicking to say, okay, now all 25 or 35 of your students now have access to that book. So for me, the thing that I changed was the fact that I had to incorporate online resources, also make them user-friendly for not just the students, but even the teachers who now needs access to those resources.
Correct me if I'm wrong, because I know I've been away from high school for a pretty long time now, but you did start a journalism or a newspaper club, I believe, right?
Well, actually, that was one of the English teachers, but the library supported that.
Okay.
The journalism team who creates newsletters for the school district, one of the things that was beneficial that the students love to read about, the parents were really the ones who were also interested in those newsletters. It highlighted and showcased the students. It also allowed our students the opportunity to write. One of the things that I added to that factor was I actually handled the media side. So the library was the central place for teachers to send their shout outs, their kudos, and then I would take that information, and as the students walk through the screen hallways and on the jumbotrons or on the TV displays, they would see, congratulations to this person for doing this week. So they would literally see the media congratulations. That was something that I incorporated anytime there was some great news or great information. So when students would see themselves on the screens, they would get excited about that. That's all circulating from the library being like a core place of, where do you share the good information? When you have so many different classes, so many different teachers, the library is the central hub of where you can deposit that information. That was one of the things that I did there at the high school. That was one of my main functions. I was specifically hired to make the library more engaging. We wanted the students to use the library, but we also wanted the staff to have a place to deposit all their kudos about their children. And then it could be disseminated from the library on on newsletters, as well as on media boards.
Awesome. Well, there you have it for everybody watching. All things great, definitely run through the library. Well, Ms. Olison, thank you for joining us this morning. And also thank you to our viewers out there. For more Good Morning Texas, don't forget to follow us on Instagram and Twitter at Good Morning TX. Y'all have a great Wednesday.
Thanks, Joseph.